the dreamers.
To everyone who thought they'd never have a chance.
This is.
This is.
This is.
This is.
This is American Idol.
All right, well, there's nothing like a good celebrity feud to help juice ratings. Will a smackdown between Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj on American Idol do the trick for that show? Let's talk right now to Chris Farley. He is the czar of all things entertainment here at the Wall Street Journal. How are you?
I'm doing great. Well, clearly this feud is already generating interest. I mean, I was talking to Keith Urban, who's the other new judge people aren't talking about as much on the panel, and he was already laughing about the fact that Nicki Minaj is drawing so many headlines before the show was even aired.
And it starts airing when again?
January 16th is when the new season premieres, and already, you know, Obama has weighed in on the Nicki Minaj Mariah Carey feud, whether that can be healed. Steven Tyler's gotten in a dust-up with Nicki Minaj about whether or not she would have rejected Bob Dylan had he been a contestant on American Idol. So she knows how to draw headlines. It's happening already. The only question is whether this translates into actual ratings that the show can use.
You may be shocked I'm going to ask you this, Chris, but for those people living in a bubble or on a desert island, what exactly is the feud all about?
Well, Nicki Minaj, of course, is the new rapper slash singer who's on the panel on American Idol.
Right, as a judge.
As a judge. Mariah Carey has also been added as a judge. Of course, she's one of the best-selling vocalists of all time. There have been all these unconfirmed reports of tension on the set between these two. They have quite different singing styles and working styles and performing styles. And very recently at the TCAs, Mariah Carey came out and said that, you know, she challenged people who thought this feud wasn't real, and sort of, you know, talked about the fact, yes, there's been some tension, but, you know, the show's going to be something people want to watch.
12th season for Idol. You know, many say they need something, whether it's a controversy or something else, to help juice the ratings, which are not what they used to be. Of course, American Idol is put out by Fox Broadcasting, which is part of News Corp, as are we here at the Wall Street Journal. You know, is this going to be enough to do it? I mean, what do you think about this combination of judges to begin with?
Well, they need something. Right. They need something because, you know, they have The Voice challenging them, and The Voice is going to be bringing on Shakira very soon, and they had a lot of success on iTunes charts with some of the songs that performers were singing on there. And also, you think about it, can you name, most people can't name the last 3 winners of American Idol. You can name Philip Phillips maybe, and that song Home's gotten some play. Yeah. But when you think of the big winners in American Idol, you think of people like Kelly Clarkson.
Right.
Or you think of someone who didn't even win, Jennifer Hudson, and maybe Carrie Underwood, but that's going back a ways. The newer winners aren't getting as much buzz. The ratings have been slipping. The last season there were only a little more than half what they were during the show's heyday in 2006. So it has some problems. It wants to get back to being a juggernaut, and they hope this combination of stars will help them do that.
Is that even possible, Chris? I mean, you know, you mentioned The Voice and you mentioned the X Factor as competing shows, but you also have so many other things online, so much other video on YouTube and elsewhere competing for this key sort of 18 to 45-year-old demographic. Can they ever reclaim the ratings they once had in their heyday at this point?
Well, certainly they may be able to reclaim a portion of the ratings, but it's not just about ratings, it's also about all these other things the show can spin off, like songs and albums and tours, and they've lost some of that steam, and they probably take a look at The Voice and see The Voice producing all these personalities and songs and littering the iTunes charts with songs that have been performed on the show, and they want some of that. They want some of the stuff they see going on with Glee, putting songs in the charts, putting personalities out there in the marketplace, and they need to get back to that, and they hope that Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj, who's very hot on the charts right now, can help them do that, and also someone like Keith Urban can connect to the heartland and to country listeners as well.
It's never been the same since Paula Abdul left, has it?
It really hasn't.
It hasn't.
I don't think so.
I mean, well, let's get on trend. Let's just start a Paula Abdul comeback.
Well, that's what makes it so tough, because Paula Abdul really wasn't someone who was super talented as a pop performer, yet there's something about her chemistry with Simon that made it work.
It just
so the
worked.
chemistry is mysterious. Can they replicate it? They don't really know.
Maybe they'll go in a different direction with this feuding. All right, Chris Farley, thanks so much for being with us. Appreciate it.